All right, guys. I got big news on the Hardly Heroes front.
Big news.
What is it?
Big news.
I like it.
It feels really good. Let me set the tone right now. This feels real good. Real good.
Real good. What is
Our own Sprinkles over here
Yes, that is me.
used to be this pretentious asshole.
Wait, no. Who's... Okay.
He actually used to be a pretty cool guy. You know, he smoked cigarettes, was just
hip,
this
man.
cool, hip guy.
I was as cool as a marble man.
And what does he walk into the studio with today?
With a little ghost dick.
A little ghost dick. He's a fucking vapor now.
You can call me Darth Vapor. Thank you
It
very
does
much.
have a ghost face on it. I was like, why does it smell so fruity in here? Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I don't know
why
why.
does it smell so fruitalicious in here?
Because I have
That's the flavor.
this vapor liquid that it tastes like Fruit Loops.
So now we can say, we get it, you vape.
Yeah.
The liquid, it comes in some sort of little portable dildo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my own personal.
It's like you could
I
just
like-
keep it in there. Just
Yeah.
put it in there and just leave it in there all day.
Yeah.
Shove it up your bum.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a hole, and I can stick it in there, and I don't have to use up pocket space.
Yeah,
It's a cozy pocket.
Excellent.
I wouldn't say cozy. It's a pocket.
Depends
Little
on what
dark.
you have in there, right?
Yeah. Not
Little-
cozy, though.
A little dark and scurry.
Yeah. So I am Darth Vapor.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes. I'm your host, Buddy.
I'm Manny.
And I'm Aaron.
Or should I say Darth Vapor?
Darth Vapor.
So the breathing sound is just the asthmatic sound from smoking too much.
Yeah. I still have to get over that. My lungs have to, heal themselves.
Yeah.
And
Takes 10 years.
Well,
From-
hopefully I have that much time.
Yeah, will it still happen even though you're vaping?
I don't know all the ins and
Who
outs.
gives a
I just
shit,
know
right?
that I switched, and I think it's better for me.
The only thing that makes me nervous about
Oh,
vaping
dear.
is because back in the day when people used to smoke, they're like, oh, it's no big deal. You know, the doctors are like, it's
Same thing.
It's nothing. And then
fine.
10 years down the line, they're like, dude, vaping was way worse.
Yeah.
Nobody should have. Everybody should start smoking cigarettes now. It's a thing. It's good for you. It's way better than vape. Just do it.
Yeah,
It'll counteract the problems that
Yeah.
vaping is giving.
exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
Well, we've got a couple of things to go over. We've got an email as well.
Oh.
Finally.
Just un email.
Un.
Okay.
Finally, the sidekicks listen. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, one of them.
Just
Oon.
one.
Yeah.
Sank?
No, not 5. Just one.
Okay.
Yeah. How's your phone, buddy?
It's small. Oh, it's about as small as yours.
Yeah,
Never
it's the
mind.
same.
Yeah,
it's the
I
same
have
phone.
a small
It's
phone.
the same one. We got the same one. It's fine.
Okay, so earlier in the week, Aaron, you sent me an article that caught my attention. It was from comicbook.com, and they were sort of explaining how now is sort of the best time for the X-Men to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, buddy.
I just want to say I called it.
Well,
Yeah.
I called this shit weeks and weeks ago. You can pull the fucking audio.
It's not
I had a
happening yet.
feeling about this. I know, but I'm saying
I think a lot of people called it. It wasn't just you.
nobody else called it. I
Nope.
called it first.
Nobody else.
You heard it here on Hardly Heroes. Cha-ching. Stamp of approval.
Ka-ching.
Shitang.
Shitting. There
Yeah,
it is.
Manny does
Yeah.
it. Shitting.
Shitting.
Like shitting.
Yes,
Yes.
there it is.
Sorry, Manny. Go on. I had to get that off my chest.
So let me tell you guys a little bit about the article so that
Yeah.
we can get into our discussion. So
Okay.
the article is explaining how at this moment is the perfect time for the X-Men to join the MCU. We have Phase 2 getting ready to finish, complete. And we have the X-Men pretty much done. They're wrapped up.
Sure,
We're
after Logan, it's going to be a
yeah,
thing.
we're going to reboot this shit. And of course, we already have Spider-Man over with the MCU, and with the success of that, I'm
Wonderful
sure-
decision.
Yeah,
That's probably Disney's, being like, hey, just give us a chance. Because this is, in my mind, kind of what I think is that they've already come to them, be like, give us X-Men. And they're like, no. And they're like, all right, well, just give us, watch what we can do with Spider-Man from Sony. And seeing how well that took off, they're like, shit, we could make a lot of money. Because Disney's track record right now, I mean, they're fucking turning turds into gold.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
if you would have told me when Iron Man would have came out that Ant-Man would have done this good, or even fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Even when it was announced that Guardians was going to be a thing, nobody thought like it, because they were a B and C rate comic book and they weren't the main Marvel. Like
Guardians of the Galaxy, I mean, would you even really
They're way out
consider
there.
that a C-list comic?
no, and
I mean, that's more of a D, maybe
Well, and the team that we saw,
double D.
the team that we know is actually a newer team that started a series, I think in 06 or something like that. I think with Annihilation, and then they got their own series. But the group that was originally around way back in the day was a whole nother set of characters, except for Yondu. Yondu was in it. But so comicbook.com was pointing out that Fox and Marvel seem like they're starting to do some business together, and this is a step in the right direction.
a nice
So
little coexist on their
yeah,
part.
definitely, and that's what we need. We need everybody to get along so we can get the best entertainment possible.
I mean, think about if Disney got their hands on this.
Along with everything else they're getting their hands. Did you see that Disney's wants to get Netflix too?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Disney wants to.
That sounds cool.
Here, Disney, just own the skin right off my back because you're gonna own everything else.
I don't know why they would want to buy Netflix, though.
Because they want to make more money.
I get that, but Netflix is a lot more edgier than their brand.
Well, you got all the Marvel shows on there now that are pretty edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they have a lot of other stuff on there. How to, or what was that serial killer one everybody was talking about?
Dexter.
Making
Making
a
a
Murder.
Murder.
Making
Yeah.
a Murder. Orange is the New Black. That doesn't really fit their criteria.
Disney has when Disney releases movies that are for an older audience, or for an older, more mature audience, I believe that they're under Miramax. That's what Miramax is.
I think
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
But it's not like now if let's say Netflix bought or Disney bought Netflix, it's not like every Netflix original is going to say Disney and then
Yeah.
it'll still say
Of
Netflix.
course.
It won't.
Just-
Nothing will change on Netflix.
The money will go straight to the bank accounts
exactly.
of Disney.
Shitting. Yeah.
Okay, so two examples of Fox and Marvel doing business. They swapped characters. Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy, that is going to be played by Kurt Russell.
Yep.
They swapped him for Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Deadpool.
So weird.
The two oddball characters. Like, how would you be fighting for these characters that nobody really is that familiar with?
Yeah, I didn't know who the one from Deadpool. I'd never heard.
I
of
thought she
her.
was made up. I didn't.
Me
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But no, she's a thing. She's another B-rate X-Men, right?
Yeah, well, to be fair, I think they changed a lot about her just so that she could be that specific, be able to do those things in the show.
Sure.
I mean, the movie.
I just think if Disney's going to do this, Deadpool, let Fox keep Deadpool, and then they just take everything else.
Yeah, but then you still have X-Men that's already showed up, and you have X-Force that they're starting that they're gonna have Cable, so then they're going into X-Force. So is that going to put a stop to X-Force if they do this?
Probably.
And that's the thing is with this whole taking over and Marvel coming, getting the I want them to get Fantastic Four so bad
I know,
because
yeah.
they would work so good in the Avengers
I think
because
they would.
they're a big part of the Avengers.
Yeah.
And both the runs at Fantastic Four just suck.
Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, with the lightheartedness that you get from a Marvel movie, I think that Fantastic Four would fit that great. Kind of like they've got a little bit of a hokiness, like they're a family, and
Sure.
I think that they'd fit really good. And my opinion about the X-Men joining is that I think that X-Men would add a darker feeling to the MCU, which might be a good thing, a little bit of a different feel, because there is it's basically more like what we discussed with Brandon, is that it was more of a hatred towards the X-Men.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that, and could you imagine seeing like the Silver Surfer?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, it'd be badass in Disney's hands.
And now, I mean, how long has it been since the the Fantastic Four movie with Silver Surfer? It's been a good 7, 8 years.
Quite a while.
Just the animation technology that we have now compared to then, he would look just so much better. I would be excited for it, but this is this is all speculation and blah blah blah. But it's fun to think about.
I mean, the stars are aligned for Disney to nab it.
We're in a room, we don't see any stars.
I can see them.
You're looking at him.
Oh, hello.
You like that, huh?
That was
No, okay.
Not bad. I walked right into that one. I'll give him that.
The second thing that Fox and Marvel have come together for is Jeff Loeb. We know him as the showrunner for Marvel, for all the Marvel shows.
Yeah, really nice ears.
Because of the lobe?
Get it? Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
All right. He's actually working alongside them with Legion. So I think Legion's going to have some sort of a connection to the MCU. And not the Fox.
Really? You think so?
I hope so.
I heard articles that it was going to connect with our current X-Men franchise.
X-Men is just falling apart. It's like what's left? Are they really going to try to keep going with obviously everybody's tired of Jennifer Lawrence.
I've heard that they are going to they want to do a Dark Phoenix series. Maybe not series, but a movie, at least a movie just of of the Phoenix.
You still haven't seen Apocalypse, any of you?
I have.
Do you really think that she can
No.
what's her name?
Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner. She can really carry that big of a character?
I refuse
she's
to see
good.
Apocalypse.
She's good as Sansa. She's great as Sansa.
Yeah.
She's wonderful, but no, nothing about her in that role was any good.
It just
wasn't stand out.
no, and just seeing what Disney, and I keep bringing this back, what they've done with everything, they built this. And X-Men started with something good in the beginning because it was all we knew, and it is slowly digressed and just keeps getting worse. Everybody did have hope for First Class,
Which was good.
but that's over. You can't bring that back.
Yeah.
That whole storyline is finished.
Well, and the timeline is just
It's
fucked
so
up right now.
wonky.
Yeah. Like, where are we and what has happened?
It's been 30 years, and they look like they've aged about 2.
Yeah, and what else is crazy is it's like, all right, so now you're in the future. Are you in? You can't bring back the original characters, and Hugh Jackman sure as hell doesn't look like he did in the first X-Men.
Yeah.
But, and he is done after Logan, right? Is that all the
That's what
rumor?
he's saying.
I can see him quitting, and I can see him ending it. But, I mean, you give somebody enough money, and they're going to come back. Case in point.
Johnny Depp,
Well, no, but the
Pirates of the Caribbean.
James Bond.
Yeah, right.
Daniel Craig literally said he'd rather slit his wrists than play James Bond again. Oh, what's the rumors as of last month?
Yeah.
He's going to play James Bond again because they threw him enough money.
And he can't wait. He's like, I can't wait to do it.
I can't even. But that's the thing is, so we see these actors say that, oh, yeah, this is going to be my last time, but give them enough money. They'll come back.
Dude, I think Johnny Depp, with all the money he's made from Pirates of the Caribbean, motherfucker bought an island. You know what I mean? Like, he's gotten so much money from those movies, and he's keep pumping them out. It's like, who is going to see these anymore?
I haven't seen past the second one.
I think I've seen the third one, but I don't remember.
What are we on right now?
Like the 4th or 5th?
I think
It's the fifth?
it
it's
might be the fifth one.
But he's only been in. This will be his 3rd or his 4th.
Yeah, he wasn't in the third
He was
one.
in 1 and 2, and then he's in.
Wait.
Are
No,
you sure?
I think he was in all
had
of
to
them.
been all of them.
No. Okay, so the last number 4, he was not in.
Really?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
We gotta go
Almost
back. I don't know
Are
positive.
about
you
that.
sure?
I'm probably wrong.
I don't
but
think so.
Maybe you're thinking of Orlando Bloom and Kira.
Yeah,
Knightley.
because Pirates of the Caribbean, it is all about Jack Sparrow.
well, you know,
I'm Jack Sparrow.
that was a wonderful impression.
That was a horrible impression.
That
but that's
sounded a
all I can
little
do.
like Jon Snow almost.
John Sneh.
Jack Sparrow.
Manny, what you got?
No,
That's
nothing?
I don't
All right.
have anything.
No, Manny, all Manny does is I am Bane. I am Bane.
There it is. All right, full circle.
For you.
For you.
For you, he goes. What does he say? You're a strong man.
He's like, you're a strong guy. For you.
For you. Okay, so here are the stars aligning here. So, Spider-Man: Homecoming, if it's successful,
1 star.
it's going to show that Marvel knows what they're doing with their characters. The X-Men needs to be rebooted.
Yes.
It does. I mean, it's done to death.
Super Death, yeah, kill it.
That was the name of a band in high school. I was
Super
in.
Death.
Super Death. It was really good. We were a pop band, but it was cool.
Yeah, they covered Hanson songs.
I love those girls. They were
Super
hot.
Death. Yeah, I'm sure you loved them. Okay. Phase 2 is coming to an end with Avengers, with the MCU, and these guys aren't going to do it forever. I think Chris Evans is pretty much done.
He's the one that's the biggest that wants to get out, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he is itching to get out, but I think he just doesn't want to wear it out. He doesn't want to do it to death.
Where
It'll be easy because it's not Steve Rogers anyways. Now it's
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, that's who Captain America.
Yeah,
or
Sam Wilson can take over in the movies as well.
Yeah.
even though I don't think it would be if somebody took over. I think it would be Bucky.
Probably.
Bucky
Yeah.
would be the new captain.
He did at one time in the comic books as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got
because
that.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
said he wants to do a 4th Iron Man.
He's just gonna keep going.
He
That
lo-
guy's gonna just.
He loves it.
Yeah, I think
he
does love it.
likes being that.
Yeah.
You know, that guy, that role.
On that fucking paycheck doesn't hurt either.
Yeah, no, I think he does make the most out of anybody else in the
Well,
Marvel.
he was the first.
Yeah.
I don't know Hemsworth though. He hasn't really said anything of like if he's.
Which one? There's 3 of them.
The only one
Oh,
that's
and-
in the MCU.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't really came out and said like I'm done or anything like that. I think he's just kind of along for the ride.
No, but I think that Thor still is waiting for its moment. It's like they've had good movies with Thor, but they're not amazing, and I think he wants that.
I think Ragnarok might
I'm
be.
telling
it.
you, man. If Doctor Strange is gonna be in it, and man, Hulk and Thor, oh my god.
And they're not going to be on Earth. I'm
And
just
not-
like,
yeah,
yes.
it's gonna be so nuts.
Oh, I can't wait.
So yeah, those are the 3 stars that align. So
My burps
Well,
taste
that-
like sushi.
and I could just see them being like, "Hey, we'll give you
Oh.
this much of the proceeds, or of the profits."
Yeah.
And Fox is just like, "Well, shit, man. I mean, we're not doing anything anyways."
yeah. I think that once the Avengers gets to that point where the actors don't want to play those characters anymore, they can't just replace everybody with another Iron Man and another Captain America. They're going to need a set of A-list characters to keep people interested and to keep the story going. And yes, we've been successful with Ant-Man and some of the B-list characters, but they're going to need the X-Men to rejuvenate the whole.
Could Marvel with the movie universe, couldn't they do what they did in the comics? They just totally just tweak everything, and Thor's a woman and Iron Man's a 15-year-old black girl.
That was a whole reboot, though, right?
Yeah, and they could do like if they want to just switch it up and like let's say Robert Downey Jr. is done and Chris Evans is done, and they can just go the whole thing and just start over and just change everybody and make it like they did with the comics.
No, because what are you gonna do? Just restart all the origins?
I'm just saying that's something they could do. I'm not saying I want that.
No, we definitely don't want any more origin stories.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what you would have to do if you were to tweak it like that. And it's fine in a comic book series, but you're talking about rebooting a whole MCU with all new movies. I think people would just be like, we're X-Men. I have a question for you on that. How would you start it? Would you start it how they did in the first X-Men, of them kind of coming together, or would you start, how late back would you go? If in your perfect world, how would you start your first X-Men movie? with Disney and rebooting.
I love how they introduce characters in other movies to get them going, to get them jump started.
Sure.
I would like to see them as a team in a movie and then to get their own movie afterwards, so that we don't have to go through the whole origin story for each character.
So kind of like how Batman vs. Superman's doing it.
Kind of, I guess. Yeah, like that. Yeah, you get Wonder Woman, and we're going to get a bit of an origin story, but I don't think they're going to spend too much time on that.
So you would rather them already be a team and then for them to
Just
break
jump
out
in it. I say let's
Yeah.
just get into it. I mean, fuck all these
instead
origin
of the
stories.
building how they
yeah.
did for Iron Man and Thor.
And that's the thing is, I would love that, but just all I'm worried about is casting. Like, we're so used to all these characters now, and I know it's just about getting used to change and blah blah blah. I have to get used to that myself. It's just we're used to Hugh Jackman and
Actually, I'm fine with getting rid of him.
really.
I'm so over Hugh Jackman as
funny.
Wolverine, and this is my biggest thing, and you guys have heard me talk about this to death.
And he needs help because he's also an assistant coach in the NFL, which is weird.
Exactly. I want the Wolverine like in the show.
That's
I
what
want
I
him
was gonna say.
smaller, bulkier, kind of hunched over.
That's going to be difficult for them to go for because you're just used to this tall, ripped, dude. And now it's like, I would love to see a Wolverine the way he's supposed to be in the comic books. Yeah, exactly.
That's
how you described him.
exactly what I want, and I want Cyclops to be how Hugh Jackman is. That tall, kind of
course,
buff.
yeah.
He is. He's the leader of X-Men,
Yeah.
and in the movies they make Wolverine the leader, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And then I want Rogue to be a hot girl with an accent that's like sassy.
And can fly.
Yeah, that can fly. Because her in the 90s TV show, the animated one,
Yeah.
oh, she was hot.
He
Had
was
a bit of
yerking
a
it.
crush on her.
Yerking it to
dear.
the
You
card.
know,
And-
got a little bit of tent in my pants back then.
What
for,
would be cool, because if we do the reboot and Marvel gets it with the reboot, we could do a really awesome Jubilee. Jubilee would be great
You would love that, wouldn't
in
you?
the new X-Men.
I don't
I
think
would
there
play
would
the
be
new
a-
Jubilee.
Yeah, a balding Yugoslavian
Jubilee. I mean, come on. Why not?
Now he's accepting, I am
The
Jubilee.
Equal opportunity. Come on now.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want me as Jubilee? I already am technically because of Buddy. So why not?
Wolverine looks over at him. You sprinkled it. No, I really hope Disney's been really good about trying to keep closer to the comics, and I think they could do really good with the casting and really.
Yeah, this is their chance to kind of restart it. I feel like those characters were casted during a time that it wasn't okay to follow the source material.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people are accepting of these weird, awkward,
Sure.
over the top characters. Let's just do it again. The Guardians. Let's just take it straight out of comic books. Hey, everybody loved it. Mm-hmm. Let's do it again.
And that's the thing is, when X-Men came out, it was in the time of like the Matrix, and everybody they had to be in leather and all black, and they made a joke about them wearing spandex and having funny costumes, but them in their straight up costumes from the show or the comic would work now. Like it would totally work. I would love to see it.
I'd be pumped to see Wolverine in his outfit.
Yellow and blue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
I'd
think
almost
it would
prefer
be
to
as.
see him in the yellow and burgundy.
I can dig it.
Oh, that would be
yeah.
badass. But I think it'd be a little more updated. I mean, you look at all the rest of the guys, and I mean, they're a little like Doctor Strange. I mean, it's super close to what it is.
Yeah.
But, it's just a little more modern, which I'd be fine to see.
So what about Wolverine wearing the mask with the ears?
Oh, I'd be all about
Yeah,
it.
right?
I'd be all about it.
Did you guys? I'm sure you probably didn't see it, but did you see the deleted scene for that last Wolverine movie when he's in Japan? The Wolverine.
No,
There's a
not the
deleted scene on the DVD where at the end of the movie he's in a plane, and I think he's talking to the Japanese chick or something. That's where it ends. Well, the deleted scene shows a suitcase in front of him, and when he opens it, it's that suit.
I've seen
It's-
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen the picture
Have you
of
seen
it.
it? Yeah.
No. I've just seen the picture of the suit. But yeah, I haven't seen the scene though.
It's the suit with the
Oh, that's
mask
so
and the ears, and I was
badass.
like, oh shit, yeah.
That's
Of course,
awesome.
it doesn't show him wearing it though.
No, he's not gonna wear it. No, that's why it's a deleted scene. They're like, nah, we're not gonna put it on.
Fuckers.
Oh,
Oh, man, that'd be
dear.
so fucking cool.
I mentioned this before. Okay, so let's say tomorrow we get the announcement
Wow.
that the MCU is going to
They're
join
really
forces
listening
with
to
the
us.
X-Men. Yes, they
I
go.
love it.
You know those Hardly Heroes guys over there, they got something going on.
totally-
Regardless if they're referring to a comicbook.com article, we're gonna go
Whatever.
by what they say.
We reported it.
Yeah,
They
we
just
did.
put it on the internet.
Yeah, anybody could do that.
Seriously.
Okay, so let's say we hear that tomorrow, and you guys being fans of Deadpool, which way would you guys want to see it go? Do you want Deadpool to continue on with Cable and the X-Force, or do you want them to kill it and then have them join the MCU?
I don't think Deadpool would fit in the MCU.
What about X-Force? That's a whole group of characters that you would just delete.
I don't know much about X-Force, so
I used to follow a little bit of it. They were hardcore. There were some angry people.
just like bad, like
bad. Yeah, they were the rough
Suicide
and tough.
Squad, but better.
Yeah, but the good guys. But
Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to remember all the team members. You had Cable, Shatterstar. He had the dude with the double blades,
Yeah.
and Domino.
Okay, yeah.
Domino was in
Forgot
it.
about Domino.
Yeah. So they had a few more characters. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I really hope we get it, man. This is the time.
It'd be fun. Do it, Marvel. Come on.
Dude, that would be insane.
Yeah, Fox, just let it go.
I think it's time.
go. Let it go.
Keep going.
No, I'm good. That was it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I got.
I think it's perfect timing, and they've kind of realized like, hey, we've made money on it. Now we can give it to somebody else and make a buttload of money.
A whole buttload? Like take my little ghost out and put the whole buttload in there?
You could probably only fit a couple dollars up there.
Probably. Big bills
I
though.
think that's a good thing.
Big bills.
Hundos,
Big.
racks on racks on racks.
Maybe just rack on rack. No, let's not go racks on racks. Okay.
There's
Seriously.
only so much space up there.
He's got to fit. He's got to fit his vape juice, and rack on rack. That's it.
Yucky.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Please.
You had a couple of questions, Aaron,
Yeah.
this week.
Like where do babies come from?
Yes, that was one.
I
A whale's vagina.
Oh, from San Diego. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Saint Diego.
Okay, so I thought these were pretty good.
Yeah.
Some discussion topics. Few of them could take a little longer than others. So do you want me to just go off right here?
Yeah, read the first two questions you had there.
So my first two, does it matter if a movie makes a lot of money but still gets horrible reviews?
And what's the next question after that? Because I kind of feel like it ties in.
And then the next one is, and just because the movie makes a lot of money, does that make it good? I can make arguments either way. The first one, the reason I did the first one, which is the makes a lot of money despite the horrible reviews, Suicide Squad, because everybody shit on that movie, but it is one of the highest grossing superhero movies right now in the past few years, and the only one I have for if a movie makes a lot of money, does it make it good? That would mean Titanic is the best movie ever, and it's not.
Definitely not. It is entertaining though.
Sure, I love getting painted like your French women, but
No, everybody like watching that movie and yanking it to it.
what? No. What?
What are you watching Titanic for the fourth time today? Leave me alone, Mom!
Never let go.
Are we talking about Leo? Oh no. We're talking about the chick. Okay.
Oh
sorry.
yeah,
Manny
her
used
too.
to just get caught into his dreamy eyes
I mean, come on,
and the blonde hair.
DiCaprio.
Manny would try to spit how Leo did. Remember when he teaches her how to spit? Got to do it from your chest.
And then I taught her how to swallow.
Hey-o!
That deserves a Wi-Fi. Bing.
Awesome.
That
Oh,
was
dear.
great.
So, thoughts?
Um,
Not
Yeah.
on spitting and swallowing on the questions I had.
Okay. This is a movie that they put a lot of money in, but did not do very well. Didn't make a lot of money, but I think the movie is great, and I think Manny will agree with me. Pacific Rim.
I like that movie, but I could admit that it wasn't the greatest movie.
Sure.
But they put a lot of money into it.
Oh yeah, that's
it
a
was
lot.
good.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
But if it's on, do you watch it?
Oh, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. The dialogue sucks in that movie, but the action scenes are
Yeah. How could you
badass.
pass up monsters and robots kicking each other's asses?
This
That's
is true.
fucking awesome.
And that's the thing is what I don't like in the society that we live in now. We'll get reviews from critics before the movie comes out, and it jades everybody's opinion so much. We go into that movie thinking it's going to be horrible. Everybody thinks, like, everybody's opinion on good is different.
Definitely.
And I think, we're living in a 24-hour news cycle, and we have to have all these things to read and be on Facebook. 40% of adults get their news from Facebook right now. That's horrible. And that's just because we're always looking, we're always seeing, we always want to know. And it really does jade us. And, I don't think this was a thing 20 years ago. We didn't have we had Siskel and Ebert, and that was it. So.
Yeah, I think it's what you're saying is, a movie could affect everybody differently.
Yeah.
I know I have a lot of movies that I feel strongly about, and people will tell me they just don't think they're good. And it blows my mind to think that I like something so much and another person can hate it.
Yeah.
I just think there's too many people who do too many opinions to actually really say whether a movie is good or not. And if you were to break it down and compare it to what movies are you comparing? What is it like? Okay, so a lot of people said that Suicide Squad wasn't good. The movie's going to come out on Blu-ray, and I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to watch it a lot of times.
Oh, yes.
Because I like those characters, and even if I don't get those characters that to their best of their ability, I still want to watch it. I will admit that I've probably seen that last Fantastic Four movie maybe about 3 or 4 times already.
Really?
I have.
Wow.
I have. Now, granted, it's when it's on like HBO or something, I'm like, oh, I'll just leave it on here and watch this shitty ass Fantastic Four movie.
Hey, man, and Michael B. Jordan isn't bad. That's all I'm saying.
He's not good either, but no,
Well,
you know.
He's not a famous basketball player, I can tell you that much.
He did play a quarterback in Friday Night Lights, though.
He did. And he was going to play Kobe in that commercial.
He's gonna be in Black Panther, right?
Yes.
I think he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think, Sterling? What you?
If making a lot of money in the box office, making it good, no, I don't believe that. But I try to take in the aspect of everybody pulls something different from a movie.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's almost like Frozen. Frozen did amazing in the movie theater, but I know grown adults that like that movie, which kind of blows. Of course, Sprinkles likes it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It's really good. I mean, it's not as good as Mulan, but it's good.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you do when the live action Mulan comes out.
I'm going to pee my pants. That's what I'm going to do.
It's
Make
But-
a man
Okay.
out of you. Oh, sorry.
So I got a list of movies here. The worst rated movies with the highest grossing. Oh, the worst rated, highest grossing movies of all time. This is coming from a website called Vox. And what do you think is at the top?
Batman vs Superman.
Nope, it's actually down the middle.
Okay.
Wow.
It is a movie that you would be well aware of. It is a franchise.
Ghostbusters.
No.
That's a good guess.
No,
but no, they didn't. That didn't even make it. That didn't make a lot of money. That's
Yeah,
why
that
they're not
didn't.
getting the sequel.
The franchise is actually the top 3 movies.
Oh, Transformers.
There you go.
Oh.
You got it.
Oh, Michael Bay.
So they are the worst rated, highest grossing movies of all time, according to this website, Vox. So making Age of Extinction was number one at $1.11 billion with a Metacritic score of 32.
Yeah.
I tried to watch that, fell asleep. So bad.
You
The
know,
first one's good.
I remember seeing that in the theaters. I think everybody was excited to see Transformers again, redone, and it was cool. It was different, and I've never seen robots like that on the big screen that looked pretty good. Granted, people nowadays that aren't like crazy about movies, they like explosions and a lot of action, not a lot of story. And that's what those movies give you. There's not a lot of depth, which is fine. You don't.
Right.
Every movie doesn't need that. That's why we have action movies.
Those movies are huge in China, though. Huge.
Okay, real quick, I'm just going to name a couple more movies on this list so you guys can get an idea. So the top three, Age of Extinction, Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen.
Jeez.
4 or 5 are the two Pirates of the Caribbean, On Stranger Tides. Definitely didn't watch that one. At World's End. Then it goes.
Wasn't that a Simon Pegg movie, At World's End?
Well, yeah, his movie was called At World's End, but
Got it.
There's also a Pirates movie called that.
Okay.
So Batman versus Superman is down at 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
Love that movie.
let's see, Jurassic Park 3 at 49. Wow.
Yeah.
So Batman versus
Yeah.
Superman at the moment has made up to 683 million.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
And that's the thing is,
that's interesting.
And
Well, yeah, but people shit all over that movie. That movie wasn't that bad. Not that everybody made it seem to be. I mean, yeah, it's had its flaws, but every movie does.
yeah. And that's what I mean. This is where I got the question from, was Suicide Squad. I liked Suicide Squad, but that's what I thought was so weird is that all the critics before the movie came out said Suicide Squad was a piece of garbage. It didn't know what kind of movie it was. It was all over the place, and the majority of critics didn't like it. It made a lot of money. The fans liked it, so
It was a fun movie. If you went in optimistic, I had fun. Like,
Do you think people went to go watch it because it got such bad reviews?
I don't think that.
I think the Joker is what brought people in because everybody wanted to see what Jared Leto was going to do as Joker. I mean, that was my big key factor, and Margot Robbie
Of course, yeah.
is just, oh my God, drop dead gorgeous.
I mean, I love, you know who else was gorgeous in that
Oh
movie?
man,
Will
she's
Smith.
Killer
so
Croc.
hot.
Oh,
Just
him
think
too,
about
yeah.
her
Oh dear.
in those.
I can't stop thinking about Killer
shorts.
Croc naked.
Right?
God.
Right in the
Why
sewer.
you guys gotta ruin it? I started imagining her in her Harley Quinn outfit and just
Now,
scrumdiddlyumptious.
just imagine Killer Croc in those
Yeah.
spanky spanks.
I think about her in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh,
course
man,
you
that's
do.
the best. I just want her
I'm
as
in-
that character.
I'm in underwear.
I'm just going to keep her in my closet.
What?
Yeah.
This sounds a little weird.
I love what Leo says. Where she's like, "You want to come up for some coffee?" Fuck yeah, I want some fucking coffee. She's like, I make my own lingerie or something.
Oh, dear.
God damn.
Bless
Okay.
you. Bless you.
Ah,
4 movies, critically acclaimed movies that bombed in the box office. Man on the Moon. Did you guys like that one?
Was that the Andy Kaufman
movie
Yeah.
with.
I
No.
never saw that.
That was okay.
same here.
I've never was like it was Andy Kaufman was before my time.
Yeah.
So I never
Taxi
like
is
I
way
liked
old school.
I liked Jim Carrey, but I just
It was an interesting movie.
yeah.
Jim Carrey did that character or did that role very well. Shawshank Redemption,
Oh, I love that movie.
Office Space,
Andy Dufresne crawled through a river of shit.
A river of shit.
Sorry, what did you say?
Office Space, and Blade Runner.
Ooh.
Check this out. I found these movies that were made on a really small budget, very low. El Mariachi. That is the prequel to Desperado. Didn't make you watch that? Desperado. with
Yeah. Oh, with the guy and the creepy girl. The older guy with the little girl.
No, that's Professional.
Oh yeah. That
No,
shit
Desperado
is
is Antonio
creepy.
Banderas and Selma Hayek.
Oh yeah.
So there's a prequel that is not them, but it is that character, made by Robert Rodriguez. Their budget was $7,000. He had no money to do any type of retakes. He just he just kept shooting and go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Christopher Nolan's first film, The Following, was made on a budget of $3,739. Clerks.
Yeah. Oh man, I used to know this number.
Made with a budget under $27,000 in 1994, it grossed $3.8 million.
Yes, it
That's
did.
insane.
That is why he has money and he gets to do what he wants.
The story behind filming that movie was so cool because the Quick Stop. We've all seen Clerks, right?
Yes.
Quick Stop's a real place. That's literally where Kevin Smith worked. He worked at that Quick
That's
Stop,
cool.
and he filmed it when his managers weren't there.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's funny.
I might have to go back and watch it now.
And the video store used to be there too, and now it's closed down. But the Quick Stop is still there.
Huh.
It's in Jersey. Yeah,
Are you gonna go there one day?
I want to.
The biggest movie with the most or the most amount of
Gross.
gross. Yeah,
You're
sure.
gross.
Not
Paranormal.
as gross as you.
He is kind of gross.
Yeah, you're right.
He is gross.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
$15,000 to make the movie. $193 million.
That's fucking insane.
Let's make a horror movie, guys.
Let's do it.
Then we can retire.
You got
Yeah,
an iPhone?
no shit.
Yeah, that's
yours
all
is
we need.
Yours is better than ours, so we'll
Shake
do it with
it. Yeah,
yours.
shake your camera. We can do it with the GoPro. Let's make it legit.
That
Hey,
is
there we go.
nuts.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting. So that was a good topic to bring up. It was
Good jib.
Thank you.
brought a lot of attention to movies that I didn't really know that were either bombed or were that successful.
Yeah.
I know, which is crazy to me because Shawshank is such a big movie.
I know.
Everybody talks about that movie.
It's one of those sleeper hits. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody.
Well,
I
that
think
was like Boondock Saints.
exactly.
Nobody wants to see a guy getting raped in prison.
What? Really?
Why does Manny always go back to the rape?
Because it's a bad thing.
He's a rapey kind of guy.
No, I'm not. It's not me.
He's a raper.
Can you just stop? I'm getting
I
uncomfortable.
think he just really
Pointing
like
out the
if
obvious.
he did go to Westworld, he would be raping everybody. Because he talks.
Dolores
about
would
rape
want to
all-
have sex with me. I promise you that.
That's why I
she's
keep
like,
this thing inside. Keep
she's
myself
like,
plugged up.
I don't like the Mexicans. I want me a tall white boy,
Oh dear.
and then he would rape her
Oh man.
because he is rapey.
It's a robot. It's okay.
A robot.
A robot.
This has gone too far.
It has.
All
This
right,
is his fault.
we-
This isn't even my fault.
We have listener mail.
We do.
Ted D. Ted D.
Teddy or Ted D?
Is it Ted D or Ted D?
Teddy.
Maybe he's
Like a bear?
Today, Junior,
Got it.
So we got an email finally.
from our sidekicks.
From un sidekick.
Oh,
Sidekick.
only one.
Just one.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
You and I.
There it is.
That was a good one, guys.
Yeah. Good job, Manny.
What about me?
Hey, you harmonies. You were
Yeah.
just there. He just. Yeah.
Look, the song isn't the same without the harmonies.
No, I agree.
Bunch of jerks. Read the email.
Well, you know, Manny stole the show at the end.
I know. Everybody,
I
rapey.
just- Oh, here,
well.
brought it back to that.
I was bringing it back
I
to
was
the
just
rapey.
picturing Mini-Me in Austin Powers when they sang that song.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one that goes, you and I.
Yeah.
Of course. Vern Troyer, man. He has that deep of a voice.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me read this. It's from Ted D. Ted D.
Ted D.
Buckle up. I got some shit to say.
Hold on.
Dear.
I'm buckled up.
He didn't actually buckle up. There's no buckle on his chair.
How do you know?
Because I'm looking right at you.
Shit.
Click it or ticket. Longtime listener here. You can call me Ted
D.
D.
Ted D.
Just okay.
Hi, Teddy.
It's not a whole lot of punctuation in this, so I'm not gonna exactly know where the
It's
stops
one.
are.
It's
Oh,
one
so
big
we-
run-on
Oh,
sentence.
there's a lot of them.
Did he sprinkle it?
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry.
Okay. Just listened to episode 26 and was not pleased. Wow.
Whoa.
Buddy,
With our performance?
well, let's see. Buddy, what happened? You were supposed to be the voice of reason, and you sprinkled it. What?
Whoa. Fuck you, Teddy.
What am I talking about, you ask? The subject of superheroes, who is and who is not. No comma there, by the way.
That's okay.
I guess
Who needs commas?
Yeah, they're a waste.
They're an internet
Fake
fad.
periods. Tony fucking Stark, the hero with no superpowers. He's smart. We get it. Not a power, though.
True.
One sentence.
True.
Okay.
He has no super strength, super speed, can't move thing with his mind. He's a dickhead with a lot of money.
Okay.
He-
I mean,
He's got a point.
Okay. If you can kill a man, you can kill a Stark. What about War Machi? That is what he wrote.
war machine. He means war machine.
War
machine.
machine.
Maybe it's like a war mache.
War
like,
macha.
war mache.
Oh, it's French.
Yeah.
War machete.
That's what I thought too. War machete.
What about war mache? Is he super too? He has a suit. Even our government is taking steps to make exo soldiers, but they haven't succeeded.
Yeah, but he is true on the war machine thing. Oh, finish the email and then we'll
Okay.
talk about it.
I, the Asian from the shitty Wolverine movie, super, he made a suit.
What?
That is
Say
a
that
sentence.
one more time.
I, the Asian
I, the Asian
from the shitty Wolverine movie,
from the shitty Wolverine.
super,
Okay.
he,
Keep going, Manny.
he had a
Just-
suit.
Oh, okay. If you, yes. Thank you.
Wouldn't that make him a supervillain?
I don't even know what that sentence meant.
Just wish Buddy had his protein and oats so he could have fought harder. Can't stop listening. Amazing job, guys. Let's get some Hardly Heroes t-shirts going.
Ooh.
Yeah,
We
that's
have
pretty
A
cool.
some.
request.
Ted D out. Oh, hashtag love the Rud, and he has a little middle finger next to it.
2L sprinkles.
Well, thank you, Ted D, for writing in. We really do appreciate it. That's awesome. But,
You're obviously going to get a ball bust.
yeah,
in
it's
for
gonna
this
we're gonna
shitty-
bust some balls right now.
Yeah.
Here's.
No, I'm just talking for the punctuation.
Oh yeah.
You'll get a ball busting if you fuck up.
Yeah. I mean, most of that I didn't even understand.
I
I don't even speak French.
What? War machete?
More mache.
I'm gonna stand my ground and still
What?
say that Iron Man is a superhero.
What about War Machine?
Ant-Man, a superhero.
What about War Machine?
War Machine, a superhero when he's in the suit.
Yeah.
So you're saying if I was in the suit, I'd be a superhero?
Hey, because you'd be fighting crime and shit.
But I didn't come up with any of the technology.
So he didn't mention Batman. I want to hear somebody specifically say Batman is not a superhero.
That's what I'm
not.
saying. There is okay. You can't say if he's
He's
in
a fucking vigilante.
he's in Justice League, a league of superheroes.
But he is
Oh
not.
my god. No, okay.
He's a man. He can die.
Thor can die.
Yeah,
but he
there's a
lives
lot of
like
people that
fucking
can
like
die.
95.
Iceman can die if he's not in ice.
Superman can die. He's
Technically,
die.
Superman only has powers on Earth. If he goes back to
If he's
Krypton,
a regular
closer
guy.
to the sun. Yeah, but here he is a superhero.
So just on Earth, he's a superhero. That's it, right?
Well, no, if he goes out into space, he's still fine
hold
as long
on.
as he's
Do-
close to the sun.
do you have the same feeling for villains? Do they all have to be super villains with superpowers, or is Lex Luthor not a super villain?
No, what do you mean? He can't just be a villain? I'm talking about a superhero. There's a hero, and then there's superheroes. There's villains and a supervillain.
But you just said Batman isn't even a hero. He's a vigilante.
He is a vigilante.
He's a hero. He doesn't do bad things. He does good things in slightly bad ways.
So he's a vigilante?
Oh my god.
So I still stand firm with I do think that Tony Stark's intelligence is a form of a power. There is nobody that can do what he can do in these comic books. That type of intelligence does not exist, or else we would have all this shit. Guaranteed. I mean, why, if somebody had the ability to do this, why wouldn't they do it? Why wouldn't these exo soldiers that the government is making, why wouldn't they just be storming fucking Normandy in their suits like it's
We're not in World War II right now, so
Well,
they couldn't.
you
I mean,
know.
if they stormed Normandy, they would just go to like the tourist place and see the memorial and
take them all out?
Okay, take out all the tourists.
There you
Oh
go.
dear.
I'm just saying, if I put you in the Iron Man suit, would
that's-
you be a superhero?
No motherfucking question.
No, he'd probably be a villain.
Yeah, I would.
He'd be like, I'm raping everybody.
Oh, the worst superhero ever.
Captain Rapey.
No.
Hide your husband.
Oh,
How'd you wife? Because we out here raping
They
everybody.
raping everybody out here.
I don't want to come to Manny's side here. I don't think he'd be Captain Raper. And
No,
I mean,
I wouldn't.
you know,
He could get the Iron Man suit, have painted sprinkles on there. You could be Captain Sprinkles.
I wouldn't do nothing. I would just sit around.
Just sit around and
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Oh yeah, okay. So that was we brought that back up, so that was kind of good. That was nice. I think we all still stand in the same spot though.
Yeah, I tried here, but
It-
I mean, look at who I'm surrounded
You
by.
know, let's just not think of the fact that Batman's in Justice League, a league of superheroes. Let's just not think of it. Let's just not
He's
bring it
the
up.
best detective we've ever seen. I'll give him that. And Batman is by far my favorite of all time.
Would you say he's your
So
favorite?
then would you consider...
Would you call Batman your favorite superhero?
No, he's my favorite vigilante.
No, you don't say that.
Who's your second favorite vigilante?
He's the best vigilante and the
Oh,
only.
dear. My second favorite vigilante is Dexter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Yeah, season
I
1
guess he
and
is,
season 2.
Hey, man.
I'm trying to think.
Season 3 was good because it had the guy from Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, what was that one? I can't remember.
Or was that season 4? Anyways, doesn't matter.
Okay, so I think we have a tweet.
We have one little tweet, a little tweety tweet.
Ooh, tweet?
Ironically, we have a tweety tweet from Bird.
Bird?
A tweet,
Bird.
a tweety
Bird's
tweet
tweeting.
from Bird. Tweet. So this says, at Hardly Heroes 1, Cal Skate was the shit. Had a huge crush on the DJ in his Foot Locker uniform.
Sprinkles?
His name was not Aaron though.
Oh.
She said Cal Skate, not King Skate.
Cal Skate, yeah.
So yeah,
It was not me.
she's a South Sakian.
I did not work at Cal Skate.
Like you?
Yeah,
I worked at Kingsgate.
yeah, King Skate. That's
The
a little
cool skate.
little further south.
Kingsgate is where it was at.
Let's get ready for couple skate. Let's tone it down.
What's some of the music that you played most often? Like if you can remember.
We played like Little John. I remember that. We played that his
Okay.
first hit. Remember what was I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
For the windows to the walls.
Oh yeah,
Something?
To the
yeah.
windows,
Yeah.
to the walls.
Yeah, we played that.
Till the sweat dropped down my balls.
A lot of Limp.
All of these bitches crawl.
Oh dear, a lot of Limp
A skeet,
Bizkit.
skeet.
Oh mother.
I like that
A
they
skeet,
played that
skeet,
all
skeet,
over the
skeet, skeet.
radio
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
Skeet. What is this skeet skeet? I love it.
Who did that? Some comedian made fun of that.
Yeah.
He was like, "You want to know the best part?" He's like, "They say skeet on the radio." He's like, "Best part, white people don't know what it means."
Oh dear.
That's hilarious.
It meant
Yeah.
Who
jizz.
said that? Was that like a Dave Chappelle?
We played.
It was either Dave Chappelle or like Chris
Chris
Rock.
Rock, yeah. one or the
It
other.
was me.
It was not a
Yeah,
balding
no, it's
Yugoslavian
totally me.
man.
Or it's like I think it might have been part of the same comic skit where he's like, they'll listen to anything on the radio. He's like, a dick in the ear, a dick in the ear. It's like, that's my jam.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Okay.
Hey man, I like Dick in the Box. That was a good song.
That was a great
It's my
song.
dick in a box.
That's
I've been
all I know.
really breaking out into song.
No, it's
tonight.
good. We should always do that. At least one song a show.
Un song?
At least. I'm down for 5.
You're down for Sank?
5.
He had 10.
Yeah.
I'm down for 5, okay?
5 for 5.
Wait, we're
did
going
we,
to
Did
5?
we read the tweet?
I just read it.
Oh, okay. Was that
Just
it? I didn't know
read
if that was it. I
We
thought there was.
read the tweet from Bird.
Yeah.
Tweety tweet.
I didn't know if there's anything left.
No,
the,
nothing else. I mean, nobody else loves us.
It's a sad day today. Sidekicks have not come through with new iTunes reviews, so we have No iTunes.
No,
review
nothing.
this week.
That's
Not
so
even a
sad.
bad iTunes review. Like, nothing.
I forgot to put my list of the handles at the bottom.
Oh, Manny,
How-
what are our handles?
How will we
by the
ever
way?
figure this out?
You can find us on
Come on.
Instagram,
At
Hardly Heroes.
that's right.
You can find us at Facebook,
Wait for it.
Hardly Heroes.
I love this voice.
You can find us on Instagram.
You already said that.
Oh shit! No, I said Twitter. Oh,
No.
Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
One.
And buddy, where can they email us at?
At hardlyheroes at Gmail, Manny.
Oh, you can also find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes
Yeah.
and at Instagram at Hardly Heroes.
Did we get Instagram in there?
Hardly Heroes.
okay.
Don't forget to leave an iTunes review. It is much obliged, and we'll read it over the podcast.
Yes.
Might
Please
as
write
well.
in
Yes, please. Thank you.
with good conversation, like the beautiful email that we got from Ted D.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Got that Ted D, yo.
Got that. I better keep it G-rated.
I'm
Sorry, fellas.
Oh, dear. All righty.
Oh, you guys have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.